this is a rumor. First, starting out strong with a rumor. Scooper Daniel Richtman is claiming that a fourth Spider-Man film will indeed feature a multiversal story and should start filming next year. Matt, I heard this was what Sony wanted. I don't know if I think we may have talked about it on the show here.
We did,
yeah. I've seen it on some podcasts and some various breakdowns. But it's apparently one of the arguments that's been going on is that Sony wanted to make wanted to make No Way Home 2. Basically, they wanted to bring like those three Spider-Men in again, and maybe bring in more people and make it a big multiversal party. I don't know that just because it's a multiversal story, it will have those three Spider-Men in it again. But it seems like that might be what they're going for. But we'll see. That's the thing. The crazy thing is, Sony, with no participation from MCU at all, could make a multiversal story with all three of those Spider-Men.
Sure. And
all of their other Sony characters, and make it feel really connected to the multiverse of the MCU. And it would technically be because of but they could just do that. And that's kind of wild that they have that power right now.
Scotty, with a rebuttal, the only part of that I might bristle against a little bit is we don't know the full details of what the original agreement between Marvel Studios and Sony was, so they may have said, hey, if this character is appearing in movies that are connected to our own, you can't do anything independent with him without our express permission or without our sign off, which I definitely think is probably a strong possibility there. But again, this is a rumor, so not confirmed in any way. And looking at Daniel RPK, Daniel Richtman, his track record is pretty good, but he's been right about some things. He's been wrong about some things. But looking at the timeline here, I do think this makes sense. We've been talking about, knowing that we're headed into Doomsday and Secret Wars and bringing back RDJ, how do you not have Tom Holland Spider-Man interacting with, his hero? If not, it's a real shame. So I, for one, I was hoping that we would have more of a street level story, Kingpin, maybe Daredevil team ups and stuff like that, because as much as Tom Holland Spider-Man we've seen, we have yet to get that classic Spider-Man in New York. Even Homecoming, he took the trip to DC. He wasn't in New York the whole time. So I do think the animated series My Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man is hoping to scratch that itch for a lot of people. But I still would love to see a live action Spider-Man in his roots. But we'll see what we get.
Yeah, just to elucidate my point from a minute ago about the idea that they could do that, unless they may have changed it with their new deal with Marvel Studios.
Sure,
but back when we know that Tom Holland made tearful phone calls that got them to keep him. That the reason he had to make those phone calls was they couldn't make a deal, and he was about to jump ship, and they were going to make Tom Holland movies without the MCU connection.
I didn't know that aspect of it. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they were like, no, yeah, we're going to do our own thing with the Spider-Man. The MCU boosted, and Tom Holland was like, no, what are you doing? Please, I want to stay. I want to be connected to Iron Man, and they kept him. So I'm assuming that they could have changed that in the new deal they made, but I'm assuming that's still probably part of the deal. And then they might say they can't be in the 616 universe or 199999 universe, but that just means you'd have to start the movie in Andrew Garfield's universe and grab Tom Holland and bring him over,
Sure.
So it's all kinds of things they could do to work around this.